Oh, yeah, there you go. Anthony forgot his phone. These guys take their phones everywhere. It's amazing. But, okay, good to see everybody. Appreciate everybody being here. Obviously, starting with Anthony, really just proud of him and the job he's done. You can see what a good person he is and very hard worker, and it's good to see him playing so well with his opportunity. Proud of our guys, proud of well, just handling themselves in the situation that they were in, you know, and that we've been in for the last few weeks, and putting themselves in position now to control their destiny. I think that says everything about their character. Now we have to get the job done. We've got to finish the regular season up next week, and we'll be on to Cincinnati right away, making sure we take care of business with that, and that's what we got to focus on. So, what questions do you have?
Jamison Hensley.
John, after the game, 2 other games that were important to you guys were going on. Were you watching it as a team? What was it like seeing the Steelers beat the Colts to help you guys?
You know, we weren't doing that. We kind of stayed with our tradition. We had a team prayer, so we circled up and we got our team prayer, and then we had circled up and we did a few game balls and did our break, and Justin Ellis broke us, so that was fun. It was his birthday today, so we had fun with that. And we really didn't talk too much about that. I saw it later. I ended up seeing the Browns' last play here, walking in here. In the coach's locker room, because coaches had it on a phone. So it's not like we had it on TVs or anything. Like I said, I mean, we really haven't been focused on that at all. You know, we just figured that takes care of itself, and we need to take care of us. And we still need to do that.
Ryan Mink.
Coach, how good was it to see against a really good run defense, you guys are still able to run the ball very effectively? What's that say about this offense right now?
Well, I think that's a good point. You know, that is a very good run defense, a proven run defense with some very good players, the defensive line and the middle linebacker. And I thought our guys did a great job. Our offensive line, our tight ends, of course, Gus and J.K. Ran the ball exceptionally well. Lamar ran the ball well. It was really a good performance by our run offense.
Jeff Sarebek.
John, how much did that first drive sort of set the tone for you guys and, kind of establish what you wanted to do the rest of the way?
It was important. You know, I mean, I know that they've got a good defense. You know, they're well coached. They have a plan. And for us to be able to take the ball down the field with really what it was execution, just very good execution. Completed some big passes. Lamar was really on point. Guys made plays. I mean, throughout the game, Mark's going to come in here and talk to you. Marquise had some big catches. Willie had some big catches. Different guys made plays. It was just execution is the key. Now, to be honest with you, we could have finished stronger with our execution. You know, we didn't finish quite as strong as we wanted to that way at the end. So we'll be looking at that very closely as well.
Aaron Kasanitz.
Hey, John, the pass rush kind of seemed to rev up there in the second half. What's been the difference for those guys these last couple of weeks?
Well, you know, I think they've been bringing, you know, we said before we thought we were quote-unquote close, you know, and what does that mean? I mean, you know, horseshoes and hand grenades, I guess, is the only thing that really counts in, to use the old term, but yet we were, you know, guys were bringing it. I don't think they were too frustrated. They just wanted to get there, you know, and we've been able to do that the last 2 weeks, especially the second half. That was big. Those were big sacks. I feel bad about the roughing the punter. That was one that, well, I'll take that on myself. You know, that was one that shouldn't have happened. Put the defense back out there, so we should have been off the field there. But I thought the pass rush was really the key in the second half.
Bo Smoka.
Hey, John, you mentioned that roughing the kicker call. There was also a play earlier, a delay of game that cost a field goal. Then you punted from the. It looked like Sam had a long discussion with the referee. What happened on that play on the delay of game?
Well, I mean, just kind of a normal deal. I mean, Sam and those guys that's never really happened to us that I can recall. So they do a good job of that. So I was really surprised to see that. Saw the replay. I didn't really see it. Maybe you guys saw it. I don't know. I don't really know what happened on that, other than we just didn't get it off in time.
Kurt McEwen.
Apparently.
Coach, I know you see it every day, but the world is starting to see Chris Board show out. 2 sacks. What can you say about Board and the way he's coming on?
Yeah, Kurt, I'll tell you, I'm glad you noticed that. He has played excellent football. I mean, he's becoming a really good inside linebacker. I mean, very, very rarely do you see these guys that excel on special teams in their first couple of years and grow into that, not become really good defensive players, even offensive players. I'll give you Miles Boykin. Miles Boykin's playing great on special teams. You know, he's really doing a good job. He's growing. It's making him a better receiver. But Chris Board is becoming, a regular in our rotation, and he's making tackles. He's covering well. I think he's really making a name for himself.
Do a couple more here for Coach. Childs Walker.
Hey, John, you mentioned the offensive line. Do you really think that's become one of the most important stories of the season for you guys, the way that you've sorted things out on the offensive line?
Maybe so. We're very driven by that. We know we need to play well on our offensive line. We need to have good backs. We need to have, obviously, the quarterback drives it. We need receivers making clutch catches. And you need tight ends that can do a little bit of everything. They've got to be able to make catches downfield, drop back, and play action. And they've got to be able to block, and not just in line, but they've got to be able to block on the move. So I think we ask a lot of our players across the board, but certainly we always do talk about starting with the offensive line.
Closing out here with Daniel Oefusi.
Hey, John, we saw Patrick McCarry leave the game in the second quarter with a back injury. Do you have any update on how he's feeling? We saw him on the sideline, but not in the second half.
Right, yeah, look, his back tightened up on him, so we'll have to get that looked at and see what it is. I don't think we think it's going to be anything that'll keep him out for an extended period, but we'll always have to look at a back and see. Then I thought, Matt Skur deserves a lot of credit for coming in there and playing very well. He did a nice job. And, Matt's a heck of a player, and it's good to see that.
Coach, we appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.